Yo, what up, guys? Another episode of Clash of Clans with cheese. This last war was a pretty absurd one. It's definitely been the closest war that we've had since the last one we lost, just like 10, 11 wars ago. I think that one that we lost last time might have been more our fault, like us not delivering than it was, the other clan being better. So you can see I got whapped. They sent their number 2 bruiser at me with level 20 heroes, and he just shoved it in. It was rather rude, I thought. But yeah, that'll happen. That's what you do when you brag about your YouTube channel on your clan description. But definitely was a really fun war, really intense. These guys were pretty good. They got it on the ground, a lot of go wipe attacks. But you can see that we had to do some serious work. A lot of Town Hall 9s got 3-starred, so 6 and below. They had some Town Hall 10s as well. So yeah, it was a pretty good war. There were a lot more Town Hall 9s on this one than there were Town Hall 8s. So for this Town Hall 8 video, I really only have 3 to show. I could show... Yeah, I'm going to do 3. So I'm going to start out with 2. Or am I? Where's 2 at? Down here. Okay. So we'll start this one. An air attack. And 2, he's good at this, man. He's patient. So he just kind of lines up the drags and lets them roll from over there at 10 o'clock, spreading out the whole side. And he's just going to wait till he gets in there and everything starts tanking. And then you guys know what's in the CC. The loons are coming. And they're just going to handle the back end. So, pretty quick here. Gets out the CC. The drags are going in. And you're going to see how they just roll through the base. It got the line of death going. Usually when you have drags like that, you could see them... it's like lined up like that and going through a base. It's going to be tough. I think one of the big issues with drags, and there goes the loons, is sometimes if you get like 5 drags on one small building, it's like when one dragon attack would take down a building. If you have 5 of them on there, just like all hitting at the same time, you're kind of losing a lot of firepower that could be spread out. So when you have all the firepower for dragons spread out like that, and they're all hitting their own building, then it starts to get really deadly, and like the whole base just falls apart. But when they all group up and they're wasting attack power on like one building, well, then sometimes you could see drags get bogged down a little bit. But 2, quick work of this base, and he still has like, 12 drags left over at the end. Simple comp, got it done. Good 3-star, as always, Tuba. And Dwalt, again, D-Money, D-Man. Again, Dwalt shows up and gets 2 3-stars in this war, which is big. Was this the one I wanted to show? Yeah, and so D-Money is a Town Hall 8, and he's going whole hog here, level 3 hogs. Obviously, this is an underdeveloped Town Hall 9. But it's not really a great hog base. It's kind of spread out. Some room for traps. Around the town hall. You got 4 giant bombs instead of 3. But D-Man puts it in. So he gets the pole here. I'm gonna get a drink of coffee. Nectar of the gods. So it comes over here and handles the drag, handles the CC. Well done. And this one I'm still trying to make sense of a little bit right here. But I think I know the reasoning behind it. So he has a CC full of loons. And I think that this might have been more kind of for a pathing type of a situation. And so it's like he kind of breaks up the ring there, and then he sends a nice little scout there, except would have wrecked his day. Yeah, so this guy had all the giant bombs on the outside. But now since he dropped those loons there, he has a nice pathing made out in the middle for his 2 groups of hogs here. And he sends them in. And, the one group from 9 o'clock, they had a little bit of a difficult time starting out. And I was watching this and I was just like, no. he's not going to make it. And then at this point, it's like it starts to get a little bit spread out. It's like only has the 3 heals, springs are going, hogs are splitting up, and I was like, that's over, skellies. And then he still has a pack left, and he was really patient with that last heal. He knew that if he didn't have an extra heal for up there at 12 o'clock with that wizard tower, it wasn't going to work out. But he did. And he also had a couple of whiz left over that he sprinkled around for cleanup. So pro level move there. If you were really close on time, dropping a whiz, I think that whiz got, well, I guess that was where the kill squad was, over there at 3 o'clock. They got taken out by that giant bomb. But you got that full elixir storage at 3 o'clock there, which that would have been a good spot for a whiz as well. But yeah, man, very nice attack. I was pretty stoked when I saw this one. So it had a second hog attack 3-star, so it's good to see hogs out there, especially for some of these like Town Hall 9s, which are really underdeveloped, but they still have 4 air defenses, so they can be a little bit difficult for drags. But speaking of which, so moving up quite a bit here, Cervantes, gonna do it in the air, and again, Town Hall 9 bows are set to ground, but 4 air defense. And so when he starts this one out here at 9 o'clock with that BK, that's really important. And he had the funneling right, so Elixir test pops out, the ability, and the BK clutches out that air defense, which was huge. Really nicely played. And so he's just kind of sending the drags in up here, and gets both of those 2 air defenses at 12 and 3 o'clock, and then after this it's just kind of waiting and tanking, and it's in that CC, the loons are coming, death from above, and those are going to get dropped out at 6 o'clock. They're going to take out that last air defense, but this is a pretty solid Town Hall 9. The whiz aren't beefy, the point defense is a little bit low, but still, for a Town Hall 8 to be swinging in here and giving it a run, it's pretty good. It's like we were getting to where we needed to mop up a little bit higher. So there wasn't any, Town Hall 8 bases left to hit. So Cervantes had to step up and waiting. Little air mines. Coming in. When's this AD going to start firing? He's still hanging out back there. Drags doing work. There we go. And there goes the loons. Right on cue, and that rage to get him in there. Rage could have been placed a little bit better, but at this point it didn't really matter. Little runway to get him in there. And so you could see from that, cleanup time, just well executed, very well delivered. Very well delivered attack for a Town Hall 8, for sure. Mop, mop, mop. Mop, mop, mop. Good. So yeah, those are the Town Hall 8 attacks that I wanted to show. I could show Dwald's other attack, but I think 3 D-Money attacks and 2 vids is good enough. Alright, dudes. So, yeah, Town Hall 9 vid coming up. Peace.